our own unique technique, so maybe I could mix his technique with mine and come up with a better technique.
Besides the practice of dentistry, the business end of dentistry, did you get into that at all?
Yeah.
And did you see differences there?
Yeah. Of course, we charge higher fees. Yes. And I love that.
Oh, okay. Very true. Were there any really surprising differences?
In my vocation, I am having a different visit to universities and colleges. Especially if you're public schools, your students here are very, very lucky because all things are for free. And the teacher-student ratio is very minimal. Unlike to the Philippines, sometimes the ratio is 1:70, 1:80. Sometimes we held our classes under the 3 in some provinces in the Philippines. But in your institutions here, you have state-of-the-art facilities, books are free, school buses are free, everything's free. Your students here are very, very lucky.
I think I need a copy of that statement to pass on to some schools. But Hazel, yesterday you mentioned that your visit to Whirlpool really opened your eyes. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I'm very lucky because in my entire stay here in Michigan, I was able to have very good vacation exposures. In Jackson, I had a chance to visit an acute care hospital, which promised to donate some equipment to our hospital. Yes, it's CareLink. Wow. And then in Kalamazoo, I went to Branson, which is a Malcolm Baldrige awardee. So I was able to document some of their best practices, which I can bring back home and replicate them in my own company.
Excellent. Will you give valet parking to all the pregnant employees like they do at Branson?
Yes, they have a concierge who will do everything for you. Like bring your laundry to the laundromat and then buy you tickets for the concert, all those stuff. It's just amazing.
Concierge service.
Yes, and they have valet parking for pregnant women. It's just awesome. And then yesterday we went to Whirlpool. Wow. The two leaders that oriented us about the operations of Whirlpool, HR and training was just fabulous. We were so excited learning how they go about training their people to become leaders.
They have phenomenal programs.
Oh yes.
Do you have a shortage of nurses in the Philippines the way we do here?
We don't have a shortage actually, but our turnover of nurses is pretty high because most of our nurses would only stay with us for about 6 months. Yes, because they always migrated to the U.S., in Europe, and in the Middle East. So that's my biggest challenge as an HR manager.
Sure, that's amazing. How about you, Reggie? You're a businessman. What is your business?
I'm in real estate and food businesses.
So did you get to talk to some realtors here in Michigan?
No, I focus myself on food business because it's my latest or newest endeavor.
And you are dealing in specialty food items, is that what?
Yes, franchise food business. It's under one name, 30 stores in the whole of Philippines, and it has to do with Filipino delicacies.
So what's a Filipino delicacy?
Pork rind and barbecue products.
Those are Filipino delicacies. They're pretty big in the southern part of the United States too.
But it's very famous in the Philippines because it is carried by one authorized name.
Now I understood someone here really likes chips, like Doritos. Were there any foods?
I'm guilty. I've been buying bags and bags of Doritos, and I've taken. Look, my stomach's growing bigger.
Cheetos?
I love Cheetos, yes.
Oh yeah. The salt and the sugar and the fat. When you go home, what are you going to do to fill that gap?
Burn it. We will burn it. We will burn the because it's warm in the Philippines.
Yes.
What are your snacks in the Philippines?
Rice.
Oh, we also have chips, locally manufactured chips, corn chips, and the stuff. We have also potato chips.
Yeah, snacks for us are big. It's like spaghetti for snacks.
Yes.
For a snack?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or rice.
Or rice.
Oh yes, and we have native delicacies made of rice and made